Hello and welcome. My name is Madeline, and today we will be doing 30 minutes of Pilates. I'm using a mini ball and a light set of hand weights. I'm using 1.5 kilos, but you can go a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier, depending on your body and how you're feeling today. When you're ready, meet me down on the mats, taking the ball between the thighs to start. Make sure those hand weights are handy. Coming on down, allow the head to be heavy, the shoulders to be relaxed. Make sure those feet are hip distance apart, so usually a little bit closer together than you think they may be. And just take a moment to close down the eyes here. Maybe trying to reach the fingertips a little bit closer towards the toes. Feel the shoulders slide down away from the ears. Take a moment to find your breath, that deep breath in through the nose that expands the ribs. Exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Inhale through the nose, through the ribs, through the belly. Exhale. Feel the ribs draw towards the hips, the belly button pulling down towards the mat. So with every inhale, I want you to really think about that lateral breath, rib cage expanding east to west. And then every exhale, feel like a corset around you is tightening. So you want to feel the belly button scooping down, the sides of the waist drawing in, that pelvic floor lifting in and up. So we think about that kind of three-dimensional core. We start to add a squeeze of that ball. So we inhale to release. Exhale, feel that tightening across the corset, squeezing into the ball, engaging the inner thighs. Nice. Inhale, gently release. Exhale, tighten the corset, squeeze the ball, and allow that squeeze to also lift that pelvic floor a little bit more. And release. One more like that, we'll hold. Exhale to squeeze. Keep pulling those abdominals in and together. Keep the breath through the ribs as you float the legs into tabletop. I like to take the toes to touch. Nice. Feel the shins parallel to the floor. Exhale to squeeze a little bit deeper. Inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, release. Now really feel that rib cage closed. Like you could balance a coffee on your belly here, making that flat surface. Movement is super small, super controlled. Yes, keep the shoulders relaxed. We're here for 6. Warming up that core. 5, 4. We hold in 3. In 2. On 1, hold that squeeze. Keep pulling the belly button down. Start to reach the toes down towards the mat. Maybe halfway. Exhale, pull them back into tabletop. So we lower the legs. Keep that bend in the knee. And then exhale, lift back up. Now you can stay here with the head down. If you prefer, you could come into your ab prep. Some of us may find this shape a little bit easier to control the abdominals, to keep the rib cage closed. Keep squeezing that ball like you're trying to pop it between the thighs. We're here for 6, 5, 4, last 3, final 2, and 1. Take it back into tabletop. Just pull, squeeze, 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 squeeze. If the head is lifted, can you lift the heart more? You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. You can rock the knees side to side. Core is not quite done yet here, but just give those hip flexors a little bit of a release. Notice where you're starting to hold tension. Are you gripping in the jaw, in the neck, in the shoulders? Let's keep that work through the core. When you're ready, take those feet together, take the knees together. Press the ball into your lap. And then we're all going to find that ab prep position. So lifting from the heart, from the shoulders, rather than just pulling the neck, right? So the chin stays tucked, and that lift is really coming from that flexion of the spine. Keep pulling the belly button down towards the mat, and those legs come right back into tabletop. Press the ball into the thighs so you really feel this tension. And then we're going to slowly extend that right leg. Exhale, pull it back in. Let's keep going just that right. Extend. Exhale, pull. We extend and pull. Yes, extend and pull. Keep it slow. Keep it controlled. Keep those shoulders lifted. Take the head down if you need, but try to keep this flexion kind of rounding for 4. We hold that leg long in 3, in 2, on 1, hold. Take that left hand behind the head, twist towards the left. Exhale back through center. Inhale, open. Exhale, back through center. So I'm still pressing that ball into my left thigh, pressing my left thigh back into the ball. Yeah, so strong. Keep that chest lifted. Let's do 6. We hold our twist in 5, in 4, last 3, 2, 1. Hold that twist. Just press that ball. Little pump, 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 pump. Try to lift the heart closer to that knee. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Take that moment to reset. Definitely feel those right obliques working. Whew. All right, let's finish strong. Keep the feet together, knees together. Belly button scoops down. Finding that setup the same way. So pressing the ball into the lap. Keep that connection. Keep that imprint spine for me. Legs floats. Exhale, curl it up. Just that left leg reaches. And pulls. We extend and bend. Yes. Second side is going to feel a little bit harder. But keep moving with control. Don't speed it up. Especially with core work, those slow movements, that's really where the work is. No momentum. You got it. Keep curling those shoulders up. You're here for 4. We hold that leg long in 3, in 2. Here we go on 1. Hold it long. Take the right hand behind the head. Twist towards the right. Exhale back through center. Inhale, twist. Exhale through center. So those shoulder blades are off the mat as best you can. Keep pressing that ball into the thigh. Make sure that knee isn't pressing too much towards you. You want to feel like you are pressing it away. We hold our twist in 6, 5, yes, 4, 3, 2. Hold that twist for me on 1. Just press that ball. Lift that chest higher. Press, press, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Place the ball back between the thighs and let's grab those weights. Let's give the core a bit of a stretch. Reach those weights straight up towards the sky. Make sure those heels are quite close towards you. Like we started, find that squeeze of the ball. Draw the belly button in and down. Press through the heels. Let's roll up into our bridge. Start to scoop from the upper ribs, mid back, low back, hips touch down last. So thinking vertebra by vertebra. Exhale to imprint, press through the heels, squeeze the ball, roll it up. And then sink it back down like you're laying a bike chain down on your mat. Finding that sequence through the spine. Yes. Next time, we're going to hold that lift. Come up into that bridge. Make sure that rib cage is still closed. So we find that corset again. Make sure the elbows are right above the shoulders. And then we're going to lower the hips halfway down as we take those weights back by our ears. Exhale, press everything back up. Inhale, drop the weights, drop the hips. Exhale, press back up. You inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze that ball. So good. Now making sure that back stays pretty flat. So we don't want to be arching that low back or dumping into the spine. You want to think about those hip bones leading the way rather than the belly button. Keeping the elbows narrow, So you feel that stretch at the back of the tricep. Head is heavy. Yes, giving the core a break and switching into those glutes. We're here for 6. We'll hold at the top. And 5. Maybe those weights can find the mat every time. 4. 3. 2. On 1, hold it lifted, just squeeze that ball. We squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yes, so we're getting a lot of inner thigh connection today. Movements are really small, but super controlled. So I want you to feel like that squeeze is really coming from the thighs and not just from those knees knocking in. Keep the shoulders heavy, collarbones broad. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold that squeeze in 2, 1. Squeeze, hold. Lift the heels, drop the heels. Lift the heels, drop the heels. So super small movement. Hips stay higher than the belly button the whole time. Keeping that tension in the ball. Movement coming from the ankles, from the calves. Yes, you got it. We're here for 10. We hold those heels high. In 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay on your tippy toes. In 3, in 2, and 1. Stay on the tippy toes. Reach the weights back as you lower the hips. Exhale, lift everything back up. Weights come towards your hips. We reach it back. Find that full range. And exhale, everything up. Now those palms can stay facing in towards one another, or you can turn the palms towards the mat, working a slightly different parts of the shoulder. Yes, make sure the rib cage aren't flaring here. Staying on those tippy toes, keeping those inner thighs active. You're almost there. Breathing through it for 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Place the weights on top of the hips. Stay on those tippy toes. Take the hips over to the left, down towards the mat, over to the right, and back on up. Keep squeezing that ball. Finding that circle. Staying on those tippy toes if you can. Drop the heels if you need. Drop the weights if you need. We'll do 3 more in this direction. Last 2. On 1, hold through center. Keep that core active. Take it to the right. Down to the mat. Over to the left. Hands up. Whew, I am feeling my glutes and hips for sure. Let's do 4, 3. Inner thighs. Last 2. And 1. Take it up. Just pump that ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last little bit of inner thighs. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Take it all the way down. Woo. Place those weights off to the side. Take that ball out and you can windscreen wiper those knees side to side. Press down through the heels. Last bit of work here. We'll lift and place the ball just underneath our bum. So make sure that it's low enough down that you can find this scooping in. So we really want to find our C curve, that little bit of flexion again here. Palms press down alongside you. You can even hold on to the weights if you want for a bit more support. Make sure that you're really pulling that belly button down and then float the legs back into tabletop. Now you'll notice it's a little bit wobbly here. That's the whole point. So give yourself some grace. Maybe that ball needs to be a little bit deflated to give yourself a little bit more support. Keep pulling the abdominals in. Slowly extend the right leg like we did before. And exhale, pull it back in. We'll alternate here. Left leg and in. Right and in. Left and in. Beautiful. Keep it going. Thinking about the abdominals scooping together to pull the knee in. And maybe you can come onto those elbows so the fingertips can lift. Challenging that balance a little bit more. Maybe that feels pretty good. And you can reach the arms up towards the sky. We'll see how my balance is today. Changes every day, throughout the day, definitely throughout the month. Whew. Now you'll notice when you find that wobbly place, your core has to constantly recruit those little muscles to keep you balanced. So that's what we want. You want to find your edge where you're finding that little wobble, but your core is holding you in control. Challenge yourself here. Let's go for 5, 4, ooh, last 3, 2, 1. Take the knees back in. Woo. Squeeze the knees together. Extend both legs. Arms come down to support you. Take them wide if you need. Belly button scooping down. Lower the legs towards the mat. Exhale, lift all the way up. Think about the bum coming off of the ball. So it's going to stay there, obviously, but I want you to find almost a reverse crunch, like you're bringing the toes to the crown of the head. So good. Yes. Let's do 6. We'll hold them lifted in 5. Last 4. 3. Keep the collarbones broad, shoulders heavy. 2. On 1. Toes up towards the sky. Hold. Start to bring the feet over to the right. Down. Over to the left. And back on up towards the sky. So hard. Looks so much easier than it is. I'm taking my arms nice and wide, like you're chasing a hula hoop on the ceiling. Let's do 1 more in this direction and then we switch. Woo. Take the feet over to the left, down towards the mat, over to the right, and back up. Keep squeezing those legs together. Feel like you're stirring a jar of honey or really thick peanut butter with those legs. Last 2. Ooh. Last 1. Back through center, final push. Lower those legs halfway down. Separate the feet, find a little crisscross. 1 foot on top of the other. Keep scooping belly button in. You're here for 10. Maybe you can reach those arms. 9, 8, ooh, maybe not. 7, 6, you can find that halfway if you're like me. Last 3, 2, and 1. Drop the feet. Lift the bum and roll yourself on up. Woo, you can take a little twist to reset if you need, like me. And we're going to sweep our feet around, finding our 4 points. So I'm going to take that ball underneath my left knee. And you could do this whole series without the ball if it's really too much, or you could deflate it a little bit and that'll help. So the shoulders are right over your wrists. Find a little stretch and then exhale, pull the belly button in. Now I'm going to keep my left toes tucked to find that balance, a little softening through the elbows, and start to reach the right leg back. Right leg is going to lift. Find that support. And then exhale, pull the right knee underneath you. Reach it out long. And exhale, pull it back in. Now maybe you can untuck the left toes. But like I said, my balance is not there today. But challenge yourself, knowing that we will add on. So next time you extend that right leg, hold, reach that left arm. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it long. Yes, keep it slow. Keep it controlled. Find that wobble. how you know you're working. Yes. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it long. Take that left hand down, but keep that right leg lifted. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows lower. Exhale, press it up. Tap those right toes. We lift the leg. Lower the chest. Press it up. Tap the toe. Now we're going to add on again here. Next time you tuck the right toes, pull that left knee in. Send it back. Find that lower. Press it up. Tuck the toes. Pull. Yes. Maybe you start to speed this one up a little bit, allowing the heart rate to lift. Maybe you keep it really slow and controlled. We're here for 6. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2. Yes, last 1. Press it up, tuck those toes, just pull that knee in and in and in and in. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the toes, step that right foot forward. Whew. Keep those left toes tucked to find that balance. Maybe reposition slightly if you need. You want your right knee right over that right foot, left knee right under your hip. I'm gonna keep my tail tucked, grab my weights, hopefully they're handy, and take them right into my chest. All right, squeezing that left glute. Exhale, I start to twist towards my right, over that bent knee, and back through center. Exhale, twist, and back through center. So like you're twisting the cap off a bottle. I want you to think about your low body staying perfectly still as you rotate that rib cage. Thinking about drawing that right shoulder back. Elbows stay wide. Now, can you start to slightly lift your left knee from that ball? Now, maybe you can't see the difference, but I can feel it. That left quad is working to hold my weight. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist back through center. Now take those weights and extend them back as you lift that left knee off the ball. Find your arrow lunge. And then take it back down, tap the ball. Exhale, tricep extension, and then back through, tap the ball. So it's that shift of weight. You should definitely feel that right leg working. That knee stays bent the whole time. You're finding that stretch through the back of that right glute. And it's okay if that ball has slightly moved. You don't have to tap it every time, thinking about bending and extending. Make sure those arms aren't just swinging. You're controlling that extension. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold that arrow lunge. Flip the palms, little pulse up and up and up. Really press that left heel back. Bend into that right knee. Scoop the abdominals in. You're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Bend that back knee. Maybe it's on that ball. Take that little pulse up and down. You got it. Final push here for that right leg. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the weights down. Step that right knee back and take the ball between your thighs. You can keep holding onto the weights or just take your palms to the mat, whatever feels better for your wrists. Scoot belly button in, tuck the toes, find your downward dog. Shift it forward into your plank, tap the ball, lift, downward dog. Forward into that plank, tap, and extend. So think about the hip bones leading the way. Finding that stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. Coming forward so the shoulders come over the wrists every time. Yes. We'll add on. Next time you bring it back, can you take that left hand towards your right ankle? Back through center. Find that. Tap, extend. Back into that plank. Tap the knees, cross twist. Tap the knees, cross twist. Of course, you can do this without your weights. A little cardio burst. Just here for 10 more seconds. Breathing through it. You're doing amazing. You're almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Weights come down, knees come down. Find your child's pose or shell stretch. Roll yourself back up. Weights off to the side. Take that ball underneath your right knee. Tuck your right toes. Hands come down. Find that scoop of the abdominals. You're almost there. Start to reach that left leg back. Exhale, pull it in. Extend. And pull. Yes. Extend. And pull. Finishing out this series. Next time you extend, hold. Reach that right arm. Exhale, pull elbow to knee. And extend. Pull. And extend. Finds that wobble. Finds that control. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. Take that right hand down. Start to shift the weight forward. Find your press up. Press it up. Tap the toe. Lift the leg. Lower the chest. Press it up. Tap the toe. Second set of press ups. Always feel harder. You can take the hands a little bit wider if you need, but let's add on. You tuck the toes, pull that knee in, send it back, lift. Find your combo. Press. Knee pulls in, send it back. Now you don't need to make that press up super low to the mat. It could be just a little bend and press. But think about your whole body really working here. You did it once. You can do it again. 2 more. You got it. Last one. Press it up. Just pull that knee in and in and in and in. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, take that knee down. Step that left foot forward. Grab your weights. Find that setup. Hips are square. Tail is tucked. Weights to chest. Let's do it. Twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center. I hope you're sweating too. And it's not just me. Finding that length through the spine. Maybe you're slightly hovering that back knee off the ball. Ooh, feel that right quad working. Feel that left glute. Almost there. We have 5, 4. Once again, that whole body is working here. 3. Hold through center in 2. And 1 through center. Extend. Find that air lunge back in. Tap the ball. Extend. Stretch that left glute and back in. Feel the shoulder blades drawing together. Really extending those arms back. Keep that weight in that left heel. Scooping through those abdominals. Final push. We're here for 6. We hold in 5. Last 4. 3, 2, hold on 1, flip those palms, pulse. Yes, scoop the belly in. Can you make yourself longer? You're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back in. Pulse that back knee up and down, 90-90 lunge. Yes, we're stretching after this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God, take it down. Take that left knee down. You can take the ball between the thighs and just find that child's pose. Deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath and exhale. Slowly rolling yourself on up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the heels of the hands together. As you lift the gaze, maybe the head can drop back. And exhale, release. Interlace the hands in front of you, round through the spine. And then flip the palms, heart shines up as we reach those arms up towards the sky. Deep breath. And exhale to release. Take a few rolls of the shoulders here for 3, 2, and 1. And you are all done. Thank you so much for your hard work on the mat with me today, and I will see you next time.